What's up, everybody? Charlie Marlow here. College football season is also here. So I want to discuss a topic that, not going to lie, ticks me off every year because I personally get it in my mentions, especially on X, because I'm an Ohio State fan, that didn't go to Ohio State. I always have people going, "Oh, how are you a fan of the Buckeyes? You didn't go there." I've always thought that's the dumbest thing ever. To me, it's just as dumb if you're a Cardinals fan or a Blues fan or whatever, and I go, "Oh, did you play for the team? Did you work for the team?" You might think it's different. It's not, for several reasons. Let's start here. First of all, not everybody goes to college, you freaking elitists. Not everybody goes to college. Not everybody goes to a four-year school. Some people go to JUCO. Some people never go to college, and that's fine. Are they not allowed to root for a sports team, a college sports team, football, basketball, any sport? That is stupid. Also, not everybody goes to college just because they like that school's sports teams. I understand having a great football program, basketball, hockey, baseball, whatever it is, it attracts a lot of students, but a lot of people just go, "Hey, I'm going to go to this school because it's the best for my academic path, my career path, whatever it is." Okay. Also, college sports are pro sports. They really are now with NIL, but essentially they've always been. If we're talking big time, Power 5, whatever we're calling it now, programs, SEC, big time, Big Ten schools, and it also varies state to state. I'm from Ohio, and Ohio State football is bigger than any pro sports team in the state. Bigger than the Reds, bigger than the Bengals, bigger than the Guardians, bigger than the Browns, bigger than the Columbus Blue Jackets. More popular than all those teams. It is a pro sport. That's not the case here in St. Louis. Mizzou's great. Mizzou's fantastic. But if you did a poll, Mizzou is not going to rank higher than the St. Louis Cardinals, the Kansas City Chiefs, and I don't know, Blues, Royals, but whatever. It's not going to be higher than the Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ohio State football would be number one in the state of Ohio. Same with a lot of the SEC states. If you're talking about, look, Alabama, they don't have any big time pro sports. Mississippi, right? I mean, you got Memphis, Tennessee's right there close. Tennessee, you have Nashville, but the Tennessee Vols are way more popular and historically have been. Even down in Georgia, you have big time Atlanta sports teams, but the Georgia Dogs, that's the most popular team in the state of Georgia. So what I'm saying to all of you is, and this is personal, I'm going to admit, usually when I see these comments, I don't really care. I just move on. But I get this one a lot, and it does annoy me because I think it's really, really dumb. I really do. Here's another thing. I was going to wrap up the video, but I just thought of this. If you're a fan truly of that college sports team since birth, in many cases, you've been a fan way longer than somebody who, let's say, decided to go to school there. And I'm not taking anything away from the people that actually went to these schools. But for me, I'm from Toledo, Ohio, which is 50-50 Ohio State fans, 50-50 Michigan fans, okay? And basically, you got to choose, or it's chosen for you, really, at birth. You're either born into an Ohio State family or you're born into a Michigan family. I was born into an Ohio State family because, especially on my mom's side, they're all Ohio State fans, uncles, aunts, and all that. All went to Ohio State. Got a bunch of cousins that went to Ohio State, a bunch of friends. Brother went there for a bit. My sister went there. So you're born into the Ohio State family, and you've been an Ohio State fan ever since you were a little kid, just like anybody else is for the Cardinals or whatever. So way before, like, if I, for example, so I went to Bradley. Was I a fan of Bradley basketball as a kid? Hell no. I had heard of Bradley in the 90s because they made the NCAA tournament here and there. And then I went to Bradley. So I became a fan of Bradley basketball. They don't have a football team. I became a fan of Bradley basketball because I went there. But there's people in Peoria who grew up, didn't go to Bradley, but they've been a fan of Bradley basketball since they were 2 years old because their dad and mom took them to the games and all that. They're way bigger Bradley basketball fans than me, even though I went to Bradley. Okay, another thing. Growing up, we partied at Ohio State a bunch in high school and all that. And all my friends, I had a lot of friends who went to Ohio State. And I just, I want to do something different. And I went to Bradley, and it was good for my broadcasting and all that. And I tried to play baseball. It didn't work out. But people make these decisions for different reasons. And all I'm saying is, and this is personal, yes, it's about me. It's annoying to me. It's annoying. Oh, you're an Ohio State fan, you didn't go there. I think it's so freaking stupid. So there you go. I'm not going to go super long in this video, but while you're here, we got Triad Bank. We got St. Louis Equipment. We got St. Louis Lawn Care. We got Corner Butcher. Check them out. College football season's here. Can't wait for Ohio State, Texas. Thanks for my TED Talk. Peace out.